What's up, guys? Philip Liebel here with Primitive Wilderness Survival, and I went out and did something stupid so that you guys don't have to. I got on Temu and I bought the cheapest bow I could find that was, at least heavy enough poundage I thought that it could possibly be used for hunting. So this is a 40-pound recurve. It was $30. It came with 3 practice arrows and then 3 arrows that you can switch out from field points to broadheads. It came with the 3 broadheads, an arm guard, shooting tab, some paper targets, extra nocks. So quite a bit of stuff for $30. I figured worst case scenario, if it didn't work, I could use this in my intro to archery classes just to get people comfortable with a lower poundage bow, going through form and all that kind of stuff. So worst case scenario, I can still use it in classes. Best case scenario, if it performs the way we want it to, we can actually take it out and hunt some animals with it and put some meat on the table with a $30 Temu bow. So we're gonna take this thing, we're gonna run it through its paces, shoot it through the chronograph possibly. I don't know, we'll see what we can figure out with it, but I'm gonna take it out and do some shooting with it and see how it does. I mean, it was $30. All right, guys, I'm back here with this really cheap Temu bow. I can't remember, I think it was $30. I said at the beginning of the video, but it's been a couple weeks or a month or so. Anyway, I was gonna run this thing through the chronograph and see how many feet per second it's shooting, but I killed a pig with the Cherokee bow and stone points the other day. So I figure since we have that pig, we'll just do a penetration test video with this and we'll know for sure if it'll go through a pig. It's a small pig, but regardless, we'll see how it performs on the pig. If it doesn't look promising, I'm not gonna waste the time and the energy to go out, get on pigs, get a 10-yard shot, and then mess it up with a cheap bow. So we're gonna do this penetration test video first. If things look great, then I'll go out and try to get a pig with this bow. If not, worst case scenario, we have a penetration test video on this Temu bow, which I'll link in this video, and I'll also link the other penetration test video I did with the Cherokee bow, if I can grab it, because this is what we're gonna be testing the Temu bow against. This is going to be our control. I've done a penetration test video with this bow. I know that it'll kill. I've killed a couple bison, several pigs, some deer with this bow. So I know it performs. It's not the fastest or hardest hitting bow that I have. It's not the most efficient design. It's a Cherokee design, but I know that this bow works. So we're going to compare these two together in this video. This bow, as I said at the beginning of the video, came with 6 arrows, and these you can actually swap out for the broadheads that they sent. So they've sent these really cheap broadheads. So the broadheads are what we're going to use in this test. So I'm going to go ahead and swap those out. I apologize for the road noise over here. It's a bit excessive today, but it is what it is. So we're gonna throw these broadheads on here, get this pig set up, and fling some arrows at it and see how this $30 Temu bow compares to the tried and true Cherokee style bow that I normally hunt with. So we'll see you guys out there. So there's our pig. Again, it's a pretty small pig. I froze it solid. I gutted it, froze it solid, and then thawed it out today for this video. So let's see what we can do. All right, I'm gonna start off with a single shot from the Cherokee bow with the arrow that actually killed the pig. It's still pretty sharp. I haven't retouched it or anything. So we're just gonna fling this one, see how it goes, and then I'll shoot the 3 Temu arrows off the Temu bow. All right, so that first arrow actually hit exactly in the hole that I'd already hit. So that one's kind of hard to judge. These other ones, you can tell, are sticking out much further than the Cherokee arrow. But let's pull this target out of the way and see what it looks like. I don't I don't love this, but I mean, they didn't bounce off, so. That Cherokee arrow, I'm trying not to pull it through. It did quite well. All right, so that first shot, like I said, I hit directly in the hole that I'd already punched with the Cherokee arrow, and it went through, and I'm assuming hit rib, but it didn't come out the other side. So it's just kind of hanging out in there. These other two actually did poke out the backside, both those. I didn't get a good, great penetration like I did with the Cherokee arrow, but they did go all the way through and poke out the backside. So I don't love the Temu bow. I mean, you can see how much arrow is sticking out, but both of those arrows, all three of those arrows, would have got the job done. Obviously not as effective as the Cherokee bow and arrow, but still, that's 4 shots, and that would be 4 dead pigs. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Again, I don't love it, but I have no doubt that that's a dead pig. So yeah. All right, so again, I don't love it. It's not very efficient. It's not a great bow. I think this would be great for kids, people getting started into archery, maybe your first bow. If you're not sure if you're gonna love it or not, it's $30 and you get 6 arrows, you get 3 broadheads, you get some little cheap paper targets. So yeah, it would be great to learn how to shoot a bow, small game hunting. But it killed that pig 3 times. Any 3 of those shots would have been a pig on the ground. So I was shooting at about 8 yards. It's pretty close. So I think you guys probably are going to see a video hunting with this Temu bow next. That being said, I'm going to go after pigs, and hopefully with this bow I'm going to go after a smaller one, roughly the size of that little guy out there. I'm not going to try to put this through the shield of a big boar or a larger, mama sow. But for smaller pigs and small game, I think it'll work fine. So again, any of those arrows would have been a dead pig, double lunged, all day long. So yeah, I'm not impressed with it, but I do think it'll take care of some smaller animals. So we're gonna get out with it and see if we can't put a small pig on the ground. Thanks for watching, guys.